Hello and welcome again at Martin Plays NORO. And today we're going to continue with GQ, but first a little update. I've expanded the region to the west, and now we see that you have quite a lot of agricultural areas here. And we were planning to do some here, but because no one was working on the tiles here to make a highway extension from Neuropolis to all the way to my tiles, so these two get connected. This prevented me to work on this, because if someone works on this tile, you can't work on this tile, because this will disrupt the syncing, because both this tile and this tile influence this tile. And you see here the problem with organizing such a multiplayer region, and it's pretty hard to get something like that organized. Furthermore, I've instead expanded the region here and here, but also I've just extended the motorway from here all the way to the south to this town where Robin was working on. But at the time I was about to extend that motorway, I just asked him if he was already done with it, and he was, so I could construct at this tile and all the surrounding ones. So now we have a real connection here and a motorway connection, and it's pretty nice now. Also, some of you had noticed that in my previous session I just recorded on a too small screen. And because it was still in the recording format I used for the U-Drive videos, but I've corrected now, as now you see the full interface. And now we're going to load the city tile, DQ again, and let's see what we can do today. And hopefully the tree controller will not bork again like last time, so we can put some trees between the agricultural zones. And yeah, now it looks pretty fast because we have not grown anything. I still don't have the proper power lines. I was discussing with Noah if I should use my power lines, but he thinks it was overscaled, and we are not really sure what we're going to do about it. We might want to scale it with the SimCity for model tweaker, but that's something we have to discuss for later, because we haven't decided yet what to do. And so I leave out the power lines here, the power farmland, so that we'll have to do for another day. But in the meantime I'm just planting trees everywhere, because it looks scenic, and I just have to make sure they don't poke through the overpasses, which is highly unrealistic. As you can imagine, that you don't want to have your Sims just drive against those trees without them knowing. So, yeah, I like to plant trees everywhere. That's kind of a habit of mine, but in the end, this will look pretty nice. Looks a bit chaotic now, but we'll see what it does in the end. Have I planted trees everywhere where I want it? A bit here, and also a bit here, and now I can correct it later. So around the motorway. I think there was zones, the residential zones that stopped here, so we can use this as a tree buffer. Maybe I think I can expand the neighborhood over there. This will be intentionally be left blank. Let's see if we can do some more. Let's on the shore. then we have... I've got starting music. I just switched to my own material, just to be sure I don't have that this stuff isn't copyrighted. But I also don't want to have the same music over and over again every stream, so I just switch between the Open Tycoon music and my own. So I hope you understand. Well, where were we? Oh yeah, we were at laying some residential zones. So I think I've used these curvy models here, curvy street patterns, which I used in the previous tile on that same site. So I think I'm going to continue that and see what happens. Right. So we're going to start with a diagonal street here first, because diagonals are always fun because it breaks the grid, and breaking the grid always leads to fun street patterns and makes your city look less dull. Right. Let's see if the zoning fits. Yes, zoning fits. That's nice. It's some shops at the intersections, because intersections are a good place for shops. We'll get a lot of customers there. I'm not sure if I'm going to put shops here. To put shops here. Already pre-planning. Right. And just some more ships here. And then some residential here. Surely see a pattern arise, but this process takes quite a long time to complete, because you have irregular zoning, and that means that you have to manually lay down all the zones instead of you can just drag a zone like this with grid pattern already in it, and that's not the way I work, because that's lazy, dull, boring, whatever. It's not interesting. It's just not unique. It doesn't give character to the city. And I like to have my city to have some kind of character, something I can identify with. And each of my city has something particular, which makes it unique in their own kind, and therefore it's always interesting to look at them. And I get really something like Stanford. This is a city of mine. This is what I built. And it's always nice to have your own signature style. It's time consuming. Don't be fooled. Even for the pros, it's time consuming. But alright. Good things take time. Especially in SimCity 4. Good things take a lot of time. I think I change the orientation of that, because Otherwise it will access a tile that has no car connection. Yeah, it has a road connection, but it's not a connection that allows cars, because you see this tile has only a pedestrian path and not no car paths on it, so it will block the residential development. And I think that kind of borks. Well, this is just a limitation SimCity 4, which doesn't reflect reality in what I see in the Netherlands, because yeah, we are countries where biking is quite common, and therefore you don't you don't need car access everywhere. It's also because we have the infrastructure that allows biking, but yeah, we just have another mentality than the design from Maxis, from where they are from, I think it's Southern California. Bikes are not that popular there. Actually, we are kind of oddballs where in the Western world when it comes to bike popularity. And I think the only other countries where biking is so popular is in Denmark and Sweden. So yeah, there are some countries still trying to copy our bike mentality and designs in road infrastructure regarding the bike, and sometimes they do good, but sometimes they fail a bit. Like in the UK, they try to implement bike lanes as we have here, but in the UK, yeah, drivers are not used to bike traffic, or in the vast amount we see them here. So, and the bike traffic itself is not really that disciplinary. So this makes the drivers quite annoyed. So it doesn't work there that well, because there's not much respect between bikers, and cars lead to asocial behavior from both sides. And this counteracts all the effects of what things like bike lanes try to achieve. But still, I just think the development that people are now valuing the bike more is kind of positive. That's too dull. I mean, it's just a good just a fine mean of transport. It's environmental friendly, that's for sure. Pedal power. It just takes way less space than, for instance, cars, because you don't have just large parking lots required, and you can easily stack them on top of each other. In which we have some bike storages where we can stack bikes. And let's see what's another. Yeah, they are, when provided the proper infrastructure, they are actually quite safe. And there's another thing which prevents other countries from implementing bikes as means of transport, and that's their landscape, which is something they can't really do anything about, because yeah, for logical reasons. But if you have a hilly country, then bike is not really an option, because it just takes too much effort. So we actually are quite lucky for having such a flat country, so for us it is an option, and we just take an opportunity to just take the bike. But enough bike talk, let's go again with the city development. This process usually takes quite some time, hours usually, so don't be afraid if this development seems to go slow. Though I shouldn't overdo it because I need to develop the farmland here first. Yeah, I think I just do that. Just let everything develop, and it will lag if when farms start to develop, which is usual on my PC. If it suddenly seems to freeze, I don't panic, because I know it will happen. It's usual behavior. If there is a certain cap where farms can grow, and if your population gets too high, or if traffic gets too busy, then farms won't grow. There is one thing to release the cap, and it was with census repository default, but I don't have to hit that here, so I just have to use this method. Just have to wait until everything has grown. I don't know which farm mod we have installed here. Maybe the spam, but I don't know. And this is not what I have in my personal plugins folder. Oh, there's another thing here that I'd like to change, because I have the real railway mod installed. It's a pretty nice one. Which this makes fractional angled railways draggable. And the thing we do have to get used to is we have new dragging patterns. Right. Just have to demolish this entire stretch, don't I? It's a bit slow because the farms are growing. Yeah, I have to destroy all the railway here. Don't worry, it will come back. Click, and then the rule code will be applied. Just deleting some little thing that are too close to the rail. Maybe plant some trees. I like planting trees. Now I see what changes. And let's change the railway to model-based thing. That's why the color shift is there. It's now model-based. Yeah, now the color seems to match. But if it were, as you can see, it looks pretty cool, and you can lay. And one thing that is different is that the switches are more curved with larger curve radius, which is more realistic. What's more, fractional angled switches right next to each other, and everything is draggable. And of course the new textures, which look pretty badass. Let's see. There are only 2 farms left to grow. Just wait. Pretty okay. Why aren't they growing? Busy traffic. Okay. Here's a little trick. If your farms don't grow, just put a little street here. And do one over here too. Presto, they are growing. Electricity is okay. It's lagging a bit because it changes seasons. That's why it lags. Trees change season, and each time they change season the game lags a bit. Okay, you see that the farms are growing, and you see that we now have some tree barriers between them. Which separate each farmland. So we'll now have all farmland set. Nice. Ooh, we have some abandonment issue. Not fun. That means we don't have enough jobs. First, let's have a quick save. Well, there was an industrial district I started here on the other tile, so I think I should continue it here. Pretty large. Makes my avenue go wonky. No, we don't want that. If we have industry, we need more power. Let's see. Coal power plant. Is this one with rail? Just checking. I think I can use this one. Oh, it does have rail. That's too bad. I really can't get more rail in here. This one? I think it does have rail too, doesn't it? Or no, it doesn't. It has only. Oh, that's okay. street going there, the road. Bending. And this part I just use a grid because yeah, it's industrial zone. It's more convenient to have a efficient road system. Well, residential areas, it's not really that useful. It's well, it's useful, but it's not really, yeah, good. And a lot of repetition. I think I have to use some ploppable industries here. Yeah, those ploppable industry things did really well in the other city tasks. Let's see. Warehouse. Maybe if I just plop this one here. Oh, it needs water. Well, let's provide some water and some water cleaning services. Sewage plant. Down here. Right at the source of the dirty water. Large pumping station. So we now have water enough for the whole city. Nice. Trees and also on this side of the area. Is this is kind of finished? Oh, blast. That wasn't what I wanted. Maybe we should turn this entire area into an industrial district between these two avenues. So we can create enough jobs for the Sims in the rest of the suburb. Blast the repetition. Yeah, no one did put in, and Robin did some Max's building blockers, and I think in the end that was not a good idea for the industrials. Because if you, yeah, the standard industrials look like crap, but with the Industrial Revolution mods, they look okay, but yeah, if you block all the industries all together, you see what the result is. Now, why do they all have a water shortage? Ah. Ah, shit. fixed now? Yeah, right, I have connected everything here. That's one thing they did get right in the new SimCity. Nobody likes to lay down pipes. Maybe it's just a bug in this thing. I've connected it to the sewage plant. What the heck? Serious? Are you freaking screwing with me? Lay down pipes under every square centimeter of this thing, and it still doesn't work? What's wrong with this? Ooh. Crapload of energy. And decreasing amount of trash, water. Let's see, water pollution. Wait, is it one single building pollutes so much water? I think I need to demolish it. I think I have to go for a smaller power plant. Because this one is just a bit overkill. See all the trash in here. Energy. Send a drop. Expected, and just another plant just to be sure for the future. Let's do garbage. Recycling center. And waste incorporated. Again. Why does every utility lot here have rail? Like, seriously? I can't put a rail everywhere in here. Oh, this one is real too. Really? Still complaining about water pollution? Fine then. Ah. Fine then, we just put another one here. Will you now stop? Yes! They stopped complaining. these textures are going freaky. What the heck? I just have to replot this one. Too many times, so just overplop it, replace it with other industrial buildings. Yeah. I'll do this a bit quick. I should take a little bit more time. But for now I really need the jobs. Beautification, like industrial fields, will have to wait because that will take a really long time. Okay, that's properly done, and I think I'm not going to bore you with that in this video. That's also a bit annoying with the diagonal streets. They can't do the slopes. Maybe the one with the developers can, but just the trackable ones can't use slopes. A bit of a shame that Max never implemented diagonal streets in the standard game. Now suffering the consequence of that. Some people ask me and some other old SimCity 4 members, like, what do you think about the new game SimCity 2013? And my opinion is, yeah, it's not my game. It's something completely different than what you are used to in SimCity 4, and I think that's not for the better. It's, well, some things just don't make sense in the new game, and it just doesn't feel massive anymore. It just feels small, tiny, cramped, and I miss that. I really miss that. Because if you just saw the NORO region and you see how massive it was, how huge. And with SimCity 2013 you are confined to small city tiles. Whatever. But it doesn't feel massive like the previous instances. Well, SimCity 2000 maybe feel a bit small, but 3000 feel quite big. And this game certainly does feel big with the region, which allows you to grow cities outside city bounds, which is what we use a lot in this region here. I don't know how many tiles this city is going to be, but at least it's over 10 large city tiles. I think this is the edge of the main city, Noropolis, and the Noropolis, the central tile is about, let's see, how far away is it? Next to each farmers. It's like 5 tiles away, so and that's only the center. So yes, this will be a pretty large city. Actually, a real metropolis. Something that's definitely huge. And if you know that SimCity 4 tile is the large city tile is 4 by 4 kilometers, and well, if you get to the center tile, that already takes 20 kilometers. So that's pretty big. You see here the huge abandonment issue. Maybe also that I don't really have services for them. I just can wait and just pause the game and just lay down some more streets and some services, so I will wait for them to regrow into something better that doesn't abandon. That's also strategy. Also another comment about SimCity 2013. Yeah, they say they have curvy roads, but then again CityXL does have them too. And I've played CityXL, and I must say, if you have curvy roads but you are still confined by square lots, then the curvy roads don't help a thing. And I see something similar happen to the new SimCity. So no, I was not all too enthusiastic about hearing that new SimCity will have curved roads. I remained skeptical during the entire release cycle, and sad that my skepticism came true. In this case, I hated to be right, because I really would have liked to see a new game that would finally be a worthy successor of SimCity, but so far CityXL failed, the new SimCity failed, and who else is going to pick up after this? And I just get the feeling that this game is becoming SimCity forever, because it just stays on the throne, and no other game ever is going to take its position. Because it's just such a good game. True, it still has bugs, but it's so good. It's a real classic. Keep on zoning. Oh, the fun. And this is how I fill my spare hours. I'm also into modding another game, and it's Euro Truck Simulator 2, as I like driving. And I've done also some stuff there. Maybe some of you know, some of you don't, but you can check it out. Yes, you can Google it. So if I'm not doing SimCity 4, I'm doing modding that game. I just really like to mod games, so everything falls to my preference. It's nice to change things so you can get a sense that also like, yeah, this could be more realistic, or this is not what I want, this is not my personal taste, but I can change it, and therefore you just change it with more effort or less, depending on if it works or not. But I've tried the Euro Truck Simulator 2 community, and it's pretty different from the SimCity 4 community, where the SimCity 4 community is actually more diplomatic and friendly, and there you have something like, well, more paranoid behavior against something they call mod theft. They're really afraid that some random user is going to steal their mods, and which sometimes it happens, but they also have some countermeasures that just scare me off, like locking down zips and making them unreadable so you can't see what they did with the mod. And that's really annoying. I never encountered this in the SimCity community, so it was quite a shock when I first came to that community and just found things like that. And I'm so glad with our community with SimCity 4. It's something I rarely come across. In one of my old episodes I tried to join a Brony community, but didn't stay long there. Just wasn't the thing for me. Blast. Wrong tool. I have to redrag all the streets again. Bar. Yep. Sometimes you just go derp and you select the wrong tool and you have to relay the construct the streets all over again. How nice. Actually meant to select the tree tool. Yep. Shift 2. Now you see this typical avenue construction of mine that I don't want to connect avenues to things like streets. And that's so you can realize a nice high free flow speed. So these avenues will be fun to drive on. Like driving on avenue of 70 km per hour, which is quite fast. And it's also more safe because you don't have to look at traffic coming from the side streets. Just relaxed. I just based this model on what I see in my home city, Zoetermeer, which is actually kind of yeah, engineered city, more like they could because it's a new city, they could model the entire city for car use. So the main avenues in the city are just being built for speed. That's something I really like in my own city, but other than that, Zoetermeer is quite a dull city. There's not really much to do here, except for if you like sports. We have some facilities for that, but it's not that you can sit in a cafe on a nice shopping street. It just really misses something that old cities all tend to have, is something makes it really cozy. It just feels bland and just sometimes just lifeless, and just, or as some people say, you don't want to be found dead in this city. It's not that there's as much criminality, but it's just dull. It's just plain and uninteresting. Let's grow from a town, but it still has something like, it's a big city, but still there's not much happening. It's just about as much happening as in a small town as in the entire city of 120,000 inhabitants. It just feels weird. Especially when I often visit another city, it's Alkmaar, where my parents come from. So, and that's an old Dutch city, and you can really see a difference in atmosphere there. There you have nice cafes, nice town squares, that sort of stuff. And that's really cozy. Okay, we've finished this, and I think we just need to provide some basic services. So I think I need a school somewhere here. I think this large one is somewhere at the edge, so a neighboring neighborhood can also use it. Or more in the middle. I think more in the middle. Right. And we have a clinic. This one. Just fix the budget. 4,000? Yeah, that's too much. So if we have in the middle of a really big city, so let's see. Find another school. Come up now. Those are all colleges. Westwood Elementary. Yeah, I think we go for the Westwood. Do we have a good police station? I think we are really lacking long-range fire stations. Give our plugin set. Okay, the citizens now should feel safe. Oh, disable you drive the icons. I think I'm just going to beautify the motorway a bit. Scroll, scroll, scroll. Oh, those are the engine lights. I still have them installed, but I'm not allowed to use them because they are not in the beginning of the others. And also never my plan to use them here in this region. Okay, let's see, what can we do here? I think we start with the lights first. We we have some medium lights. What style is it again? I think I use this style. 6C. One's actually 3 tiles. I like my street lighting. Just add some detail to the city. We'll do the diagonal stretch later. I continue the street light to just after this interchange and then they will stop. So we have the ramps merging. Right up to there, and the next tile they won't continue intentionally. Okay, we'll have 6S. Yeah, you see it lags a bit. That's fine, that's usual for me. I'm used to it. I don't see I don't see many people use median lights, so I'm just one of the very few people that use that. Yeah, that's a nice feature. That's something also that's my signature. Nice street lighting. These. What is it with these tiles? Oh yeah. Right. Fractional angle, it's real high, but it takes up a wee bit too much space, to my opinion. That's why I like overhangs. Yes, quite some attention and time spent on just detailing the city. Don't forget it. Detailing is everything. At least you can say that these interchanges well lit. I don't leave my drivers in the dark. Pun fully intended. Some light towers here. A bit more sparse lighting. Looks doing here? I know that I have light tower, medium light. Of course. Why don't use them? Right, this is what I'm talking about. Just approach, just regular lighting. Just keep on turning that way. I don't want it. It's doing. Oh, wait. Let's see if there is something in the news. What the heck? They are still complaining about what? Matt! How many water purification plants do I have to put in here? Stupid green terrorists. They ruin everything. They block my pumps. Now the next becomes really scary. Just save it, just to be sure. Don't you just hate it when they say, yeah, we have something like a some environmentalist thinks that your pump installation is not okay because there's too much dirty stuff in it, and we just block it. Goodbye. Why can't you just increase the security near the pumps? Just still going for authoritarian, yay! Back in my Ontario mod. Does it every time. Should fix that. That was some freaking fun. Let's see, how is city growth going? Pretty okay, I think. Well, at least the abandonment is away. That was a good sign. Anyway, just let's put sites on here. And I think that I leave it for today. Okay. Still in an urban area, so we just need some. Oh. This game, man, this game. Yeah, I sound like El Jackie when I said it. This game. So we need one for real highway 8C. Okay, maybe then the lag will go away. Or at least some of the lag. Well, that's real highway 8S. I have to got to have the 8C. Just a generic farm sign. For this one too. So next coming up. Why does it want to rotate the wrong way? Damn it! Inside. That's I think. Yeah. It's 8C. Yeah. signs left and that side. Highway 4. Two for the split. Free sign. Major interchange. Distance sign here. This one is more rural, so this will have those small roadside signs. No. No. Well, perhaps, and I think that's it for today. Just give it a save, so, and wait, and just extra region. Wait, I think I just saved first properly and then just X2 region without saving. And so we can see what it looks like in region view. This will take a while. It's saved. And now we can go back to region view and see what we have made today. So you see region view, and you see that this now nicely connects with this agriculture area here, but we still need to expand the city here. So we have a continuous suburb around here. So this, yeah, here we have the suburb, and I think we're going to end it somewhere here. Maybe just expand it here, but I'm not sure. And it goes all the way up here, I think, also maybe along the mountainside here. And all the way in here is the outer ring road, and some industrial here, maybe an airport, and here's the city center. So you see how far off we already are from the city center. So this is going to be a really large city. And yeah, that's it will be pretty interesting in the end. But for now, thank you for watching, and see you next time.